What's up, guys? John back with another video here, and today we're going to be talking about this little guy right here. This is the Beretta Pico 380 caliber, and pretty much go over all the basic features of it, how it performs, how everything works, and what are my thoughts and opinions on it. So stay tuned. Alright, just do a quick, somewhat 360 of this beauty. I don't like pointing firearms at me, so I'm not going to. Just going to do one of these. Now, before we get any further, this gun is cleared, completely empty. No magazine inside this firearm. No bullet in the chamber, as you can tell. And magazine is actually right here, completely unloaded. So I took it out of the firearm. This is the second spare mag. As you can tell, like I said, no magazine inside the gun. So just wanted to do a video in regards to this little bad boy right here. So a lot of people have been asking me lately about the 380 caliber, the 380 cartridge in general. And little do they know, I've been a huge fan of the 380 cartridge for 7-8 years now. As a matter of fact, my first firearm I ever purchased was a 380 caliber, and I learned how to shoot firearms from a 380 caliber. Never had a problem with it. It was always a great gun. And it was actually a Taurus PT-38, I believe. So it was a while ago, but I believe it was the PT-738. I'm sorry. And it was a great gun. It really taught me the ins and outs of a firearm, how to use a firearm, how to keep one in the chamber. It taught me everything I needed to know in regards to how to use a firearm. And that's why I'm such a huge fan of the 380 round, just because it's sentimentally attached to me as far as, you know, the first gun I ever owned, how it works, how it operates, and I've never had a single issue with a 380 caliber. So we dive a little bit more in depth with it, and I get into arguments all the time with people about how the 380 caliber is not a powerful round, and for a self-defense round or a carry gun, they would not recommend it. So let me go ahead and put this down for a second, get this out of the way while we're early in the video. So this is going to be two different rounds right here. So the first one's going to be 380. As you can tell, pretty good sized round. It's got a lot going on for it. And here is the 9mm cartridge, as you can tell. So both of these rounds are hollow points. Both of them are very nice rounds. Now, what I'm going to do, if I can try this on the table, let's see. Put these side by side. This right here is a 380 caliber. That right there is a 9mm. You tell me what you think one or the other is going to do. You tell me right now if you think this one right here is not going to kill someone or cause any damage or really hurt anyone. You be the judge of that. So, in my opinion, I don't want to get shot by neither one of these. So, I don't care if it holds this or that. It does not matter to me. I don't care if it even holds this right here, which is a 45. I have multiple 45s, and I don't mind 45 caliber at all. I just don't prefer it as my main gun of carry, I should say. So they're great for home defense. They do everything you need, but when it comes down to carry, not a big fan of the 45. So plus you only get 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds in a compact 45 compared to a 380, where this one right here is holding 7 rounds. So you got 6 plus 1 in the chamber, which is going to be this magazine right here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you got 1 in the chamber. This has got the pinky extension, which is actually really nice. Because when you don't have that, you have just the flush mounted mag, which is this one right here, and as you can tell, there's nothing underneath that. So the difference is astronomical. I'm going to go ahead and load this in the firearm. I'm not going to chamber it, but as you can tell, look at the difference. So this right here, completely flush. You have nothing to like hold on or grip to, which I'm right-handed, but I'm going to show you same concept with my left hand. So as you can tell, my pinky is just hanging off. I got 2 fingers on there, and then I got a pretty good grip up here. But without that pinky extension, can't do anything. Now let me go ahead and unload that, which I'm going to get to the unloading in a second, magazine release. So this is with the extended pinky extension, and as you can tell, much better, much longer, gives you a lot more grip, and as you can see, all 3 of my fingers fit on there. Beautiful thing about this firearm in my hands is I don't have massive hands, as you can tell. I have about medium-sized hands, and this firearm fits perfect in my hands. It's a very thin, very skinny firearm. You got to definitely learn how to tame it before you carry it. But, you know, switching to my actual carry dominant hand, as you can tell, it covers it completely. So I get a really, really nice grip on there. All 3 fingers, thumb placement, everything, and it's good enough to where you hold it and you got good fitment, good everything. So it's a beautiful gun. I have, you know, knock on wood, have had zero issues with this gun. It's fired perfect for me every single time. I've got about over 1,500 rounds through it, I would say by now. I've had this firearm for 4 years, going on 5 years, and I've had 0 issues with it. So very easy gun. Takedown is right here. Just a little flathead. You pop it in there, as you can tell, right there. And once you twist that, this whole slide mechanism comes off, and you're done. And everything's boom right there. This is a hammer-driven firearm, so it does have a hammer. It is not a, my goodness, I'm losing my mind right now. It is not a striker-fired firearm. There it is. I couldn't think of the word. I don't know why I own many striker-fired firearms, but it's a hammer only, which is nice because if you're going to carry this and you're going to carry it in your pocket or you're going to carry it in very bad places that you don't want a bullet to go off, this is beautiful for that because this has a very heavy trigger pull on here. So, you know, people are going to like that, people are going to hate it. It just depends on what you're going for. For me, I'd like to have a semi-heavy trigger pull because I don't want this thing to accidentally just discharge itself and go off without warning. And if you have a 3-4 pound trigger, it's literally just a little bit of pressure and that's it. That trigger's going off. But this one, you really got to push hard. And I'm putting a pretty good amount of pressure on it right now. And I don't know if you can see that, but the hammer is barely moving. So that's with a lot of pressure on that trigger. So this thing is not going to go off. It's very safe, very nice gun to carry. And just to kind of get you some sight picture right there, really nice sights too. So try to get that lined up for you. So it's got really nice sights on here for an everyday carry pocket pistol 380. They're really nice sights. I actually compared this to my buddy's Ruger, I believe it's an LCP2, and that one has pretty much no sights in it at all. And I know these are more of a pull and shoot firearm, but it's still nice to have some sights on your firearm. I don't care what it's intended for. You still want to be able to have some sights to where you can line them up, look at what you're going downrange, and then if you have to, pull that trigger, you know? So that's what's nice about having these sights. The overall firearm machining is very nice. It's got a nice stamped Beretta logo right here. The machining for the slide, really nice, even on both sides. The overall quality of this firearm is really nice. I mean, as you can tell, it's very nicely made. So, stainless steel top with a polymer body, or bottom half as you want to call it. And like I said, it's got the nice Novak 3-dot sights, which are beautiful sights for pulling the gun and going to town with. And when it comes back down to the caliber size, I feel totally comfortable with carrying a 380 caliber. Never had an issue with it. It's always shot perfect, and I would rely on a 380 to save my life if, God forbid, that ever had to happen. So this firearm right here is one that I just keep at the house. Don't really carry it on me all the time. I do carry it at work when I have to wear like nice clothes or nice pants. Then I will throw this in my pants, and that's what's the nice thing about this firearm. You put this flush fitted mag on here, and you won't even know. And kind of going over some holsters real quick. These are pretty much your similar holsters. Just one's made from a rough material. The other one's made from more of like a leatherette material. So they're both really good holsters. In your pocket, you can't even know that these are in your pocket, as you can tell by the clips. So the Galco has a pretty good size clip on there. This guy right here, which I am not sure the name of it, this one has a metal clip, which is a little thinner. But overall, they're both really good clips. They're not going to go anywhere. Both really nice holsters. And when this thing is holstered up, you can't even really tell in your pocket. You cannot tell that this is a firearm in your pocket. I mean, you can pretty much get your hand almost around this whole entire thing, as you could tell. So my hand is not a big hand. And as you could tell, look at that. It's crazy. So beautiful everyday carry gun. If you want something just to throw in your pocket, or your wife or your girlfriend wants something to just kind of throw in their pocket or their purse, this right here, perfect choice for that. I would recommend this firearm along with a lot of other 380s. I'm 100% confident with a 380 caliber. You should do the same. Anything that goes boom and fires out, I don't care what you say, it's going to be pretty devastating regardless. So it's a nice firearm. I definitely recommend it. I don't have a lot of negatives about it. My only real negative is this mag release. As you can tell, it is ambidextrous, which is nice. So you can do it on this side, you can do it on that side. Only downside to that, it's a little bit of a pain to get it to release. So the magazine's inside the firearm, and you pull down on this lever, and for some reason it always wants to get locked up right there, and you always have to kind of hit it one more time and then yank down on this. So for me, not a huge fan of that. If I got this in my right hand as such, and I try to hit this lever, guess what? I can't, because I got my thumb on the lever right here, but this finger is on this side blocking this other part of the ambidextrous lever, and you can't do a quick release mag exchange. It's just too tough. Like, you'd have to like really get your finger in there, and then you'd have to somehow move this finger out of the way, and you'd have to get most fingers up here, and you'd have to use your non-dominant other supporting hand to release it. And then once, like I said, it gets stuck almost all the time. Now, I don't know if this is my firearm in particular or if this is how they all are, but I do not like that, where it releases and then it gets stuck right there until you unlatch it again, as you can tell, and it comes out perfectly fine. So even when I put the round all the way back in there, it's still, see, it wants to move that round out a little bit. So only downside to this is this ambidextrous release. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it does have 7 rounds with 1 in the chamber. I pray I never have to use this mag release button ever. So that's what it comes down to. And when they first made this firearm, they did say do not do a lot of dry firing, but I'm going to do it just so you can hear it and see it. Do it with my other hand, and here we go. So it got pretty nice crisp break. I'd say it feels pretty good overall. Try to get to reset. So it resets about right there, and then if you rack it, see if we can hear the reset audible. So right there, it's got a pretty long reset. Not my favorite, but at the end of the day, like I said, this is something you throw in your pocket. You're not really gonna carry this on your hip as a general firearm. It is something you're just gonna throw in your pocket. Perfect for that. Draw, point, shoot. If your life depends on it, this is going to be a firearm that is perfect for that. I just wanted to make a quick video in regards to it. This is once again the Beretta Pico 380 caliber by Beretta once again. Really nice firearm. Says Beretta it says Pico right there. It's got the Beretta logo right here. This right here has really no grip to it. It's as smooth as the rest of this firearm or the rest of the frame with no real writing or indentations or anything like that. So I don't know why. I think it's more of a design, but it's not like any stippling or anything like that. So this right here, it's a little grippier than this part right here. As you could tell, there's a difference, but there's not much though. You know, something like this, you're not worried about grip. You're literally just gonna point, shoot, and get your life in order and get everything out of the danger zone and all that stuff. So that's what this is designed for. It's designed for pulling out, point, shoot, and get yourself out of danger. So once again, Beretta Pico comes with a nice carrying case like this. It does come with the double mag, so you got 2 mags. You got the flat base plate mag, then you got the pinky extension mag, and then inside this case, it really comes with just your basic manual, minor little things related to the firearm. Nothing serious. Doesn't come with any tools, nothing like that. But it is a nice pouch to hold your spare mag, and then also if you want to, for whatever reason, put your firearm in here, you can do that too, as you can tell. And then zip it up, and you're good to go. And guess what? There's no firearm in here. So it literally says Beretta right on the front cover, but as you can tell, let's try to zoom out there. It says Beretta right there. So I'm pretty sure 2 and 2 goes together. You're going to be like, oh, I wonder if there's a firearm in here. And sure enough, The firearm is right there. So just like I said, I want to make a video in regards to this. If you have any questions, comment below. Please subscribe. I am working hard on building my channel. I know it's not the best right now, but I'm getting insight from other people that have done a phenomenal job with their channels, and I'm just trying to build it up. You know, we got this coronavirus going on right now. Not a whole lot to do. Not a whole lot of places to go. So what better than to sit home and make YouTube videos and share my knowledge and my support with everyone else. And I would love if I can get a sub for that. And anything you have, any questions, anything, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you. We'll catch you on the next one.